So we all want to strike our golf clubs better, more out the middle with a better flight. Well, the drill that I'm about to show you can seriously take your ball striking to the next level. Thanks for joining me here at the Forest of Arden. We're on the par 3 15th hole. We're talking about ball striking, and this is an unbelievably good drill. And we're going to get you to think about your ball striking in possibly a way that you've maybe not thought about it before. Just before we get started, if you are new here, you're not a subscriber, I would love you to do that before you leave. If you did enjoy this video, there is a link down in the description box below, or there's a clickable link at the end of the video which will allow you to do that. I do release 3 videos each and every week, variety of topics, subjects, all designed just to help you play some better golf and then get you to think about the golf swing in potentially a slightly different way. And that's exactly what we're going to do in this video. So if we think about the general shape of a golf swing and we kind of look at the downswing and through impact from kind of, let's say, waist high to waist high, the golf club is effectively moving around your body on this big circle. And we can sort of use that visual aid as a guide as to how that golf club just swings around in that body. Now, everybody's golf club does that. Everybody's golf club is working around their body on this big circle. Some circles are different shapes and some circles are better than others, but effectively that's what's happening. But let's think about the best ball strikers, the people that we see on TV, the people who are making millions and millions of pounds or dollars playing this game to a high level. And let's think about how that circle is actually positioned relative to the ground. So let's say we have a ball which is teed up on a really high tee peg with a driver. So there's my tee peg, and we have our circle. Now that circle never ever touches the ground. We'd all agree that when we hit driver, the club maybe rests on the ground at setup, but as it comes in, that circle is never ever in contact with the ground. Now let's look at an iron shot, let's say a mid-iron, when the ball is on the ground. And again, we're talking about the elite golfers here. Now this time, that circle is underground because they take divots. They hit the ball, the club continues to go down and forward, and the bottom of that circle is underground by a certain amount. Let's maybe think about a 3-wood or even maybe a pitch around the green. That time, the circle is in contact with the ground, but it never really goes underground. It's more of a level blow. So as we go through our bag and we go from driver to irons to wedges to bunker shots to all those different things, our circle has to go up and down and it has to move forward and back. And that is a real skill that we can develop. And if we're thinking about ball striking, the best ball strikers have 2 things which are massively in their advantage. Technically, they're unbelievable, but they have a huge amount of skill as well. And the little drill we're going to give you here is really working on that skill. It's a non-technical drill, but it's developing your skill. And trust me, if you can improve your skill when it comes to ball striking, you will strike that ball better than you've ever done before. You will not be phased when the ball is above your feet, when the ball is below your feet, when it's sitting up in high grass, when it's in a divot. Because the drill we're going to give you is really enabling you to control the height of your arc. And that is how we really manage the driver, the irons, the 3-wood, all the different clubs in the bag, which we have to do. It's present. We have to manage the height of the arc. I've got an 8-iron. And I've got 3 golf balls here. We've got one on the ground, one slightly teed up, one really high. The skill here, the goal here, is to set up with the club on the ground each time and just make good quality strikes on each shot. So this first one is obviously going to feel the most natural to me. It's an 8-iron, the ball is on the ground. This is pretty much how I hit most of my 8-irons, with the ball resting on the ground. Now for me that was a good shot, it was a good strike. There was a small divot which tells me that my arc was underground because my club went into the ground. This next swing, if I do that same swing, I'm going to get that ball right off the top of the club. It's going to go straight into the end. It's going to feel terrible. So I have to manage the height of my arc. I'm going to set the club on the ground. And that was a pretty good strike. But again, no divot. So I managed the height of my arc. I raised it up by the desired amount, and the result was good. So that, for example, would be very useful when the ball is above my feet. So as you can imagine, I stand there, if the ball is above my feet, effectively the ball is closer to me as it was in that drill. I don't think technically about what I do. I just use my skill to adjust my golf swing and make contact. Now this one's obviously very extreme. Ball's really high, almost like a driver tee height. So can I go ahead and make a normal swing, but strike this ball? Now, that wasn't bad, although that did feel like it was a little higher in the face than what would have been centre. I reckon that might have been 2 to 3 grooves higher than I was intending. So not quite as good, but as you can see, that was a little bit more extreme. So it's a drill. It's something you're going to do at the driving range. It's non-technical. It's not going to change your slice to a draw or your hook to a straight shot, but it's working on skill. It's working on how you control your arc. Can you control the height of it? Because if you can control the height of it, you can absolutely crush your driver. You can hit flush iron shots. You can hit pitch shots where the club is brushing the ground. You can hit 3-woods where the club is brushing the ground. You can manage the strike better with all of those clubs. And I say we're doing it through developing a skill as opposed to changing your golf swing into a different position or a different move or a different shape or whatever it may be. Trust me, if you can, I've said this before, if you can develop your skill and you can get skilled at controlling your arc, you can play this game to a high level and have more fun and get more rewarding shots than you've ever done before. That's a great little exercise to do that. Try that in practice. That was with an 8-iron. Try a driver, hit a driver off the ground, hit a driver off a tee peg. All these things, trying to vary your practice and add some variability into your practice is a real good way to start to really develop your game and start to reach heights that you've never done before. So please let me know in the comments box. I'm interested to hear your thoughts. Is that a different way that you've thought about strike? Is it a different way that you've thought about improving your strike, about practicing your strike? Because I really like to get your feedback on what you thought of that drill. Do you find it easy? Do you find it difficult? Is that the thing you do already, or are these new ideas that you're hearing? We're really interested to hear your feedback, so please let me know in the comments box. And also, whilst you're down there, as we said, give it a thumbs up if you did like the video, and please click that subscribe button. We'd love to have you part of my channel, and these videos, along with your practice, can really help you this year get better at golf, enjoy your time on the course, hit lower scores, and really drop that handicap to reach your goal. Thanks for watching. We'll hopefully see you back here again soon.